FlatX here again with Stranded Deep. Now, what I'm going to do right now is just show you a quick way of transporting sticks. So I'm pretty much done with this island, ready to move on, but yet I have this pile of sticks that I did not have room in my either containers because container holds 5 stacks. You can only put 4 in a stack for sticks. That's 20 sticks. It's not really a lot. So in order to prevent having to go back to my island, drop everything off, come back again to get just this pile of sticks, easiest thing to do really is create a stick raft base, which is 14 sticks and a lashing. And then now always save it before you do something like this, just in case it bugs out on you, because I have had sections of rafts that I should have been able to break off like get bugged and not letting me break it off. So that's why I just wanted to save it real quick, and then we'll make our raft base, and I'm just going to stick it onto the node. Actually, I should be able to break it off right here because I need to do 2 because I have over like 30 sticks here. So there's 10 left, but I've got some in my inventory. See, I have several stacks in my inventory. So I should be able to make another raft base that's 28 sticks. And then just stick it right there. And then if I needed to go further, I can then do the raft floor, which is 4 sticks. So that would be another 8 sticks, 4 there, 4 there. So that would be 18 for each section, 36 total for those 2 sections. And then again, if I needed to go further, I mean, I can even put a 3rd section onto the nose here. And, you know, if I needed to get rid of more sticks. So right there, see those 2 right there? So I could go ahead and do the raft floor just to get those out of my inventory. And then again, if I had more sticks, which that should do it. I can do. You just basically you don't want to put it somewhere, as long as it's not covered on 2 sides, you should be able to break it off. Like I can't put it here. If I put a section here, right here, all 6 of these right here are locked, and I will not be able to break it apart. Like right now, I could break apart every single section of this raft and completely destroy it, and be able to reuse all the material. But once it's locked in, because this section right here is locked, I can't break this off because it's connected on all 4 sides. Even this section right here, which is connected on 3 sides, or even this section right here that's connected on 2 sides. I cannot just break this off right here because again, it's connected on 2 sides. But as long as I start here, break that off, and then break that off, and then break that off, then I can break that off. Because at that point, it's only covered on 1 side. So that's just a simple rule to follow when transporting raft bases. In order to break them off, they do need to only be connected on 1 side. But again, make sure you save it before you do something like this. That way, in case it bugs and doesn't let you break it off, you can just reload. Now, when you put a floor on it, you do have to make sure you start with the floor. You got to destroy the floor first. Then you can destroy the base. Same thing with something like this that has a sail attached to it. You got to break the sail first before you can break the floor and then the base. Alright, so I always like to leave smoked meat on an island just in case I wind up here in a bad way and need food and water. Alright, so now there is nothing left on this island. I have looted it completely. I'm pretty much, you find enough helicopter parts. I haven't fueled them all up, but I have so many helicopter parts, I'm just building a helicopter on every single island that I go to. Alright, so now we can go back stinking crabs. Now, I'm not going to sit here underwater cooling down because I have a canopy, and that canopy should keep me out of the sun. There it goes. None. How am I not cooled down under this fucking canopy? Excuse my language. Alright, now I'm cooled down. It's not a good idea it's not a good idea to be in motion here with your sail up and not be holding onto that rudder, because if for some reason I fall off, this raft is gone and everything on it because the sail is up. Unless I get lucky and it just happens to wind up crash landed on another island, it's gone. So that's why I like this setup here. This is my preferred raft setup. Hang on, let me get my bearing first. Alright, I know where I'm at. My starting island should be this direction here. Yeah, this is my preferred raft setup. Because again, none of it's locked. I can literally deconstruct this entire raft and you know, get all the components back, which that's from having a maxed out crafting skill, level 7. You get 100% of your crafting material back when you deconstruct something. But you know, I've got the sections there for my containers. And then the anchor is within reach while I'm still holding onto the rudder. So I can drop anchor before letting go of the rudder. And then that way, even though the sail is up, the raft's not going anywhere. Alright, hold on. I gotta get back to my island really quick. There it is right there, straight ahead. So it really irritates me that anytime I'm on another island, it'll literally like rain every day while I'm on another island. But when I'm on my home island, I cannot get it to rain. I'll spend days on my starting island waiting for it to rain, and it just will not rain. And what's nice about the rain, what's nice about it raining is not only will it, put a couple of drinks of water in your water still, as long as it's not full, it'll, add some water to your water still. And two, if you have a farm, it will water your farm. And I have a pretty big farm, so that's why it would be really nice if I could get back to the island, which is straight ahead there, while it's raining, so that it waters my farm and doesn't take me as long to get everything watered and get my water replenished. Having a farm is, very maintenance required. And really, you really don't need a farm. You have to. There's a trophy for planting every crop that you can plant on the same island. But other than that, I mean, you really don't need a farm, to be honest. Um, Potatoes are required for making fuel, though. So if you want to make fuel for a motorboat or the gyrocopters, well, you kind of do need a farm. Not just for the potatoes, but then you need leaves so that you can, you've got plenty of water. And then having the leaf farm, it creates its own maintenance. I mean, having the leaf farm, requires the water to water that. And it's like, yeah. But other than potatoes and the pea plant for antidotes, I mean, you can do, none of the other stuff, I mean, you can do without it. So, I mean, sometimes it's nice to have, but it's really not necessary. The only ones that are necessary are the pea plant for making antidotes. But right now there seems to be a bug with the potions. And even the splint for fixing a broken limb. They're not getting used up. So you only need one. So you really don't need the farm as long as that bug is not, is not fixed. I've got several potions for shark repellent, antidotes, even the aloe vera and breath potion, which I haven't really used the holding your breath longer potion. I've made one, but I haven't even used it. But as far as the antidotes, like I've used that more than 3 times, but you see it still says medical 1 dose. So it's not using it up. I can just keep using the same one. I haven't even used aloe vera, even though I've made a few of them. That one I haven't even used, the breath potion. The gauze I haven't used because it's the same thing as a bandage. Like honestly, what it takes to make a gauze is kind of ridiculous compared to making a bandage. And then the antidote really is the only one that, pretty much have to have. But again, it's not using it up. So you don't necessarily have to plant and make a farm for the PP plant to make antidotes, because, I mean, the moment you find one and make that, well, again, it's kind of bugged and not using up. So you really only need 1 potion. But anyway, that could be fixed at any moment. You never know. All right, let's see if this rain is doing me any justice here. Perfect. Now, I wasn't really away very long. I've only been a day for like a day. All right, cool. So all this stuff is refilled. With the exception of a couple. But it's not done raining yet. It might go ahead and fill it up by the time it stops raining. Probably too late to get any water and it replenish, and the rain replenish it. So again, these, I mean, again, they're nice to have because it's 3 food and 1 water. So you can eat just 1 fruit and, get filled up here. And those make a gauze. But again, you can make a bandage. You don't need the gauze. So those, not really necessary. PP is for the antidotes, the only one that's absolutely necessary. again, that one's not really necessary. Potatoes are a must-have for fuel, but that's only if you want to use a motorboat or the gyrocopters. That'll fill me up another jerry can. And it did not. So I got a little bit of watering to do, but not much. Just gonna break these to get the replenish counter started. It's a 3-day counter. I'm not gonna worry about picking them up just yet, but then these, I'm gonna go ahead and pick these up. Now, by the time I rest and wake back up, I will need to do a little more watering. This is actually replenishing from my last visit. I wasn't really away, but like a day, and that was just to go grab all this stuff off of that island. So I'd already went back to that island to get all the stuff that I left there. So that's why I made those raft bases, because I did not want to go back again just for a bunch of sticks, but it was like over 30 sticks. Drop my sail, raise anchor. Oh shit. Come here. Oh, man, come on. Get back over here. I need to get this thing up here. Before I break those bases off. That way I'm not diving for the sticks. Of course, it's not deep, but again, I'd rather not pick them up from inside the water. Here's those 4, and then that's 18 sticks. $20 sticks. Oh, I got 2 in my inventory. Oh good, they're floating. Alright, now you can get back in the water. All right. That thing before it spoils. like I said, these fruits are nice to have, but not necessary. But if you're going to have a farm, you're going to need leaves. Like I've got 9 total yucca plants. The 3 that started on the island, and then I planted 6 more. So having this much of a farm, like, very maintenance oriented on making sure you keep it watered and have plenty of water for it. I have 9 water stills, which, you know, this is sufficient. Like, I'm not really ever running out of leaves or water. I actually have just stacks of leaves in the containers over there. And you can actually make a leaf pile, well, up to 50 leaves. But, you know, I've got almost 2 full. Oh, wait, I have more leaves to pick up. Yeah, I have almost 2 full containers of leaves. So I'm doing good on the leaf situation, on the water situation. But again, the whole point of this video is just to show you how to transport large numbers of sticks, because I could have easily added more sections onto the raft. As long as I put them somewhere I'm able to break them off. It is the quickest and best way to transport sticks. Now, I could have taken the helicopter over there, flew the helicopter over there, made an entire raft out of sticks, and transport very large number of sticks. I do believe just before starting the video, I am on 171 days survived. Now I will quit if I do die when, you know, like fighting the sea monsters or something. I don't plan on dying, but if I do die, I'll quit advertising how many days I've survived. Because at that point, well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm no longer a survivor, but I'm going for a platinum trophy, so I'm not about to turn permadeath on and start all over. You know, if I do die, like, no. Not gonna happen. That's really the only reason I didn't turn permadeath on. Alright, so that's all those sticks. Anyway, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see you next time. Stay alive.